at 10 continues with no wait weather.
And here's a look at our current conditions. We had no precipitation today, of course, and not much for the month. Just want to point out the calendar year so far. We're running at 1.38 inches in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Normal or average is about 3 inches. So just for this year, this short, a little bit over 3-month time frame, we're running about 1.5 inches or more below average. On the flip side of things, it was a very nice day if you weren't battling that wind or the fires that were developing and spreading because of it, because temperatures reached 80 degrees in Fargo. That's the first time we've seen 80 since September. It's been many months since we've seen temperatures that warm. Our average is 53 degrees, so well above that today, but not a record. The record's 85 degrees. So kind of a remarkable day out there today with that strong wind, dry conditions, and warm temperatures. Fargo is the only 80 here in the valley. We were into the 80s over in the Aberdeen area, but otherwise things are looking like we were in the 70s in southeastern North Dakota and over even into Minnesota, Lakes Country, Detroit Lake 72 there, and it's at Fergus Falls 75 there. It'd be a great day at the beach, but ice is still coming off the lakes, of course. And we're looking at really warm conditions out there right now. The 67 degrees in Fargo for this time of night. Remember that high, average high, 53, still well above that late at night. 50 degrees right now in Grand Forks. Again, some 60s down to the south, so temperature is pretty comfortable if you step out the door. And here's the good news. It's quieted down quite a bit as far as wind is concerned. There's some places where we're seeing those winds gusting into the 20s still tonight, and that's probably going to be the case. We'll see those winds on the breezy side, not as bad as today, but still a little breezy through the overnight hours and into the early part of the day tomorrow. Nice and dry on the radars. We expand the view. Got some clouds starting to push into the valley, and then another disturbance as it rolls through. It's going to be bringing us a chance for some isolated showers and maybe a thunder shower or two for us coming up in the forecast. We'll get to that now. Here's a look at our overnight. We're going to see those clouds push in, maybe a sprinkle or two under them, but it's pretty dry out there. And by 8 a.m., temperatures down into the 50s in most places, perhaps out west rather into the 40s, and 50 to start off in Grand Forks, 55 in Fargo, with a mix of some sun and clouds. But notice the wind. It's strong again tomorrow. Perhaps not as strong as today, but gusting at times into the 20s, even a couple of 30s out there. And by the afternoon, lunchtime, 64 degrees in Fargo, 60 in Grand Forks. So seeing some variable cloudiness then as well. And looking ahead into the afternoon, 65 around 2:30 in Fargo. Some clouds start to really develop for the afternoon hours. Wind starts to make a more westerly, northwesterly shift as some cooler air tries to push in. So a little cooler tomorrow than it was today, but this is still very mild, and cloud cover will be sticking around off and on throughout the evening hours, and perhaps even a little bit of scattered to isolated showers, especially in the northern valley along Highway 2 and north of there. So a couple of more sprinkles tomorrow, a few more clouds, and in addition to that, temperatures a little bit cooler for our Sunday. By this time tomorrow night, temperatures will be dipping back into the 40s. We still have concerns about fire weather, and we will for the next several days because of the wind. There is a fire weather watch for tomorrow for the James River Valley and west from there. No headlines right now for the Red River Valley and east. Great shot of northern lights again from last night, rather. We had 2 nights in a row of it. That was taken in the Park Rapids area. Thank you, Tracy, for sending that in. Once again, looking at our 7-day forecast, 64 degrees for Monday. And then Tuesday looks like the warmest day, but we have several days of wind once again. And by Wednesday into Thursday, more chances for some rain. So we really need it. We'll see if it actually comes for us.
We can only hope.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Lisa.